Are you ready for another Medieval 2 Total War online battle? This is Pixelated Apollo. Thank you for stopping by.
Hooray!
Alright guys, here we are, of course, with another Medieval 2 Total War online battle. This is a massive 4v4 pitch battle. A bunch of players on the field right now. Big armies ready to go. I think the unit sizes are in small though, just because there's so many players to prevent lag. But anyways, here's the rules for the battle. 10k for every player, no guns, max 5 cav in the high period, and you're allowed to bring artillery. That's right. So we get to see some pretty cool armies, and I'm gonna quickly go over the army comps. I want to go as fast as possible so it doesn't take all day. So let's just go ahead and get started on the team that's on the right side here. So starting with Portugal, commanded by Java. He's got a nice army here, bringing the Pavis, bringing some swordsmen, militia, and some Portuguese knights. He's got a nice couple of cav units, Portuguese knights, Knights of Santiago, and some mailed knights. You can never go wrong with mailed knights. All right, England over here, commanded by CJM81499. He's got some armored swordsmen. Can't go wrong with armored swordsmen. So deadly, so dirty. He's got a mortar. He's got some longbowmen and some Welsh spearmen. Check that out. That's awesome. And of course, he's bringing the very deadly English knights. They've got that AP attack. I love them. And then over here, we have the Moors, commanded by Gualter Zuo. I'm sorry, I slaughtered your name, but he's got an interesting army. I'm pretty sure that you can bring Christian Guard in the high period, but he's not bringing any Christian Guard, which is kind of surprising. Also, he's only bringing 1 peasant crossbowman. I would have much rather have brought just 3 units of peasant crossbowmen instead of the desert archers, just because the crossbows are so dirty. All right, and then he's got some urban militia, some Sudanese tribesmen, and he's got some Christian Guard, mounted Christian Guard. So there's his army. And then over here we've got Scotland, commanded by Spitfire 23. I had to do it, I'm sorry. He's got some border horse, mailed knights. He's bringing a bunch of Highland pikemen. I like this army. I like playing Scotland in low money because they can bring a bunch of cheap pikes and rabble and stuff. It's so true to their, to the army comp historically, I guess. And then he's got some Gallic axemen. He's got some general's bodyguard. He's got some mailed knights over here. And he's got some noble Highland archers, spending a lot of money into his archers. All right, let's check out the other team now. Starting with Venice, commanded by Chef Jimmy. I always screw up on his name. But he's got some Pavis crossbowmen. He's got some sergeant spearmen. Some Italian militia, so really going with some cheap infantry, mounted sergeants, and then he's got his men-at-arms in the back row here. Very cool. And then he's got some mailed knights. No strats, though. No strats. All right, cool. So that's his army. Denmark over here, commanded by Knightly Games. He's got some Chivalric Knights, and it looks like his general is in this unit. So very interesting, putting his general in the unit, in an infantry unit. He's got some Norse swordsmen, some crossbowmen. He's got some peasants and mounted Chivalric Knights. So he's definitely putting all his chips into the cav, I guess. He's spending a lot of money in cav is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so over here we've got the boys in purple, the Byzantine Empire, commanded by K-Man Beast. He's bringing a bunch of Byzantine Guard archers. Very, very expensive. And then he's got 3 trebuchet. I don't know how I feel about that. You guys know how I feel about artillery and pitched battles. I just don't think it's worth it, but we'll see. It's going to be fun watching them fire, that's for sure. Then he's got his dismounted Byzantine infantry and lancers, and he's got a bunch of Latin con. And here's his general's bodyguard. All right, so the final army, where are they? Here they are. Over here we have the French, commanded by Shell Shock 70. And he's got some Flemish pikemen. We've got some dismounted Chivalric Knights. Looks like he's bringing some crossbowmen and some dismounted French archers. Those guys are pretty expensive. He's got some armored sergeants in the back and some peasant crossbowmen in the back. So let's go ahead and play this. Woo! That was quite a list, folks. Hopefully I didn't go too fast, but yeah, I just wanted to quickly start this battle because this battle does start out really, really fast, and I'll show you why. But it looks like the Byzantine Empire is marching over here to his French allies. So we might have a little two different kind of battle going on here. These 2 factions fighting these 2 factions, and then we got these 4 guys over here fighting. So let's see what happens. Scotland, here they go, charging in Spitfire. His actions here, his aggressive play really matches his name. But he's going for Venice. They're out of position. I think he's going to try to get a charge with his border horse into the Pavis. If he can pull this off, this is a huge win for him. Ooh, Venice, are they going to get out in time? Oh, look at the fast cav here. Boom. Oh my god, the lag too is going insane. Alright, so it looks like he got a couple Pavis, but it was mostly Sergeant Spears. Oh, and his border horse breaks. Scotland just a little too slow there. Just a wee bit too slow. And then he's going to retreat out of there. Yeah, smart decision to get out of there. There's no reason to try to continue to force a charge upon the Venetians. They're ready for it. Now we got some Venetian cav, though. You can try fighting them. Maybe, yeah, the border horses. Oh, good maneuvering there. And they're going to surround the mailed knights with border horse and Scottish mailed knights. And that's a little victory there. So I think it's pretty even so far. But Denmark coming down with a cav charge. Oh man, don't you just love pitch battles? They are just so epic. I just love seeing a bunch of cav units come charging down, putting justice upon these noble Highland archers. But the Moors are giving them some support. Venice coming down with some mailed knights. And we got more fighting over here. Oh man. Alright, we've got Highland pikemen getting into position now. We got the Highland archers firing down on the cav. And I think things are going to settle down a little bit. The dust is going to clear, and soon the infantry will march and collide and just slaughter each other. So let's see how this works out here. Scotland inching forward with this Highland pikeman. If he can get in a good position with those pikemen, he might be able to pull it off and kill the Venetian infantry. Let's see here. Got to be careful here. This is so important. Those pikes can be a little tricky. I still struggle to work with pikes here. Oh, but he's charging in. Oh, very smart decision. All the pikes are now engaged. We do have the Byzantine cav showing up. Look, over the ridge. Like, you just see them charge up. So glorious, so epic looking. Now he's charging in, and he's going to try to put some harass over here on the Moors. Oh, he's going to do a hammer and anvil right here into the noble Highland archers that were fighting Pavis crossbowmen. Very interesting. But look at this infantry. Let's do some slow-mo here. This infantry fight, look at that. We've got Highland archers in the mix. He's not even using them for their bows. He's using them as infantry. Some Highland pikemen now with their swords out. Not a good sign. And then over here, we've got the Scottish cav flanking around. So this battle, look at this. Oh, it's just all over the place. Oh, and Denmark. Denmark is sending some cav over to harass the Moors. Let's go back to normal speed, guys. We do have some Scots Pike Militia protecting the flank. But this infantry fight is pretty even. I think it's slightly in favor of Venice. But yeah, look at, they cut off the reinforcements right here. They're trying to surround the Moors in Scotland. Well done there from Venice and Denmark. All right, and then okay, so that's really cool. Byzantine Empire, he decided to run to his allies over here. So the whole team is just gathering over here into this big brawl. So also, if you look in the lower corner there, I did something new. I'm showing you guys who's who, like team-wise, so you don't get confused. If you're like, wait, is Denmark fighting the Moors, or is he on the Moors side? No, Denmark hates the Moors. But yeah, hopefully that can clear things up for you guys. But look at this. Charge right into these men, these peasants. And this is not good for the backs of Scotland. But Scotland's causing Venice to break. Wow. Did not expect that. Alright, let's do some slow motion. This is just all over the place. I need to analyze the battlefield here. Alright, so there's some cav battling going on over here. We've got some Galag-like axemen in the mix. Very, very good fight for them. They're fighting Sergeant Spearmen. They should be able to beat them. And of course, it looks like Denmark's doing some cycle charges, but he was able to break these Shiverick Knights. Wow. Well done from the Moors. And we've got England now joining the battle. Same with Portugal. This is just all over the place. Look at this fight here. Knights of Santiago battling the Latin Con. Latin Con fighting Portuguese knights. England coming over. This is just, look, just take a, I'm gonna pause it. Look at, just look at the battlefield. This is just a mess, and this is why I love massive pitched battles. It's just chaos. That's all it is. One word I can describe it. Just chaos. Alright. And then now the French are showing up over this hill. Portugal and England, they're quickly getting over to their allies because they are in danger. If I was Scotland and the Moors, I would just try to hold my ground and wait for the reinforcements. Well, let's go back to this nasty infantry fight over here. Oh, man. All kinds of different units battling it out right now. But here comes reinforcements. The boys in purple joining the battle. The Moors are now throwing in their infantry, their Sudanese tribesmen. They're just trying to hold the line. There's some major breaking, though, by the urban militia. And that's going to be horrible for their morale. The desert archers trying to put down the hurt from afar. This is just chaos. Chaos. All right, let's do more slow motion. Okay, so we've got the French just storming in. They're really grouping up their forces. Maybe Venice or maybe Scotland and the Moors can take advantage of that. But it doesn't look good for them. Over here, the Cav battle is still... Oh, the Scottish general shot down from, I think, a bolt. I think, or maybe these crossbowmen or the French archers. It doesn't matter. He's dead now. And just look at this battle. This is insane. It's a really desperate situation for Scotland right now. But the Moors are nearby. Maybe they can hold them back. Ooh, here's the massive chain route. Massive chain route. But the Cav battle over here is going in way of England and Portugal because, you know, the Byzantine Empire and the French, they're so busy with this battle over here, they're not going to be able to micro as much. Looks like Denmark is keeping some troops over here. He's got peasants and crossbowmen. This is really going to do nothing to... Oh, here we go. Let's go back to normal speed. Knights of Santiago doing a glorious charge into those crossbowmen. Really isn't that glorious because there's nothing to be afraid of when charging into that. But they're going to do cycle charges. Well done by Portugal. And let's go back to this brawl over here because it's just so intense. Oh, it is not looking good. It is not looking good for the Moors and Scotland. Scotland is pretty much breaking off the battlefield. It's just too much to handle. All their armies showing up, causing chaos. So I'm sorry if I'm moving the screen around a little too much. It's just so much is going on. I'm making sure I don't miss anything. Ooh, there goes the Portugal general. Not a good sight for Portugal. That's really going to hurt them there. And then look at this. Oh, please get a good volley. Get a good volley. Just look at the battlefield right here. This is insane. This is just insane. This is wonderful. I just look at this hillside. Look at all the troops grouped up here. Alright, come on, Trebuchet. Get a couple good volleys. That's really going to put pressure on Portugal and England. But they're having a lot of success here. They're certainly having a lot of success. England cleaning up the enemy cav. They're breaking those crossbows that were unprotected over here. And now the French and her allies are grouping up, and they're probably gonna try to hold this hill. We've got the Portuguese knights breaking over here. Oh, getting cut down by the bolts of the enemy. Got some armored sergeants running down the breaking forces. They're trying to make sure they do not return to the battle. We do have some cav, though, from the Moors still alive. But their infantry is pretty non-existent. I think he's... Oh, he's desperate. Okay. He's desperately trying to run to his allies over here. And then Scotland is... He's marching up some Pike militia. So this is what's left. So there's a big brawl over here. Scotland really pinned down, and he just got overwhelmed. And now they're kind of regrouping on two sides. Whew, what a battle. What a battle. Okay, so what is this? Norse swordsmen charging in. Got 2 units of Norse swords. Brave Norse swordsmen. See, I would not do that. If I'm going to commit any forces, I might as well commit all of my forces. But let's just make sure nobody has any units left hidden around here. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that the trebuchet is not... Are they firing? Maybe they're not using fire ammo. But they're just all over the place. What are they doing? Like, fire. Damn you, trebuchet. But we do have the English mortar over here. And that's definitely going to cause some havoc. Definitely. Oh, and they retreating up on this hill? Oh, they are. Okay, guys, so this is where we're going to fast forward. Alright, guys, so I made a tiny little cut there. Okay, it was a fairly large cut, but as you can tell, all these players are grouping up on the hill, and they're going to try to use the terrain to win their battle. And this is why I love battles that are not on the grassy flats, because they're way more dynamic, and using terrain is a huge advantage. But let's see how this side will take care of it here. See how they approach it. Now, I like the fact that he's pushing up the trebuchet. That's actually going to be really useful in this situation because he's going to put a lot of pressure on the defenders. Denmark over here. Why? Why would he do this? Okay, so if I was England right here, I would just charge my knights into these bastards. Look at this. Archers just unprotected. Please, England, please send in those knights. They're looking at those archers and they're licking their lips. They're like, delicious kills. Oh, here we go. Boom. Okay, so the trebuchet is not very accurate, but still, it's going to put pressure on their troops. I think they killed one troop in that volley. One man. But yeah, it's a really tragic sight that we're not seeing the cav over here just charge into these guys. They would wipe them right off the battlefield right now. But it's starting to get a little too late because we have some infantry inching forward. Oh, here we go. More trebuchet firing. Oh, killed a cav there. So yeah, not really killing a lot of people with the trebuchet, which is kind of tragic. But they are outnumbered, and the advantage so far is in the Byzantine side. Come on, send that English cav in there. What are they doing? Like, this is... There's no anti-cav over here. They could just run them over and slaughter them. What are you worried about? Oh, I gotta watch these volleys. Come on, get a good hit. Do it for me. Damn. Oh, here we go. Finally, the Moors are charging in their Christian guard. Oh, and we've got some swordsman militia charging in. They could have saved a lot of lives just charging in their English knights. There we go. Good charge there. Just keep it up. Here comes the volley. Oh, so close to killing those archers. Very nice. And his swordsman militia breaking against the north. See, he's losing lives here. He could have easily won this engagement with just a simple cav charge from the English knights. But we're going to have more urban militia join the battle here. We're going to have, the general's bodyguard from the Byzantine Empire trying to keep away the Moorish cav here. So there's a little action going on here. Look at that volley back here. We got to watch the volleys. We have to. Nothing really happened there. Come on, volleys. Get a kill. Come on, for the subs. Oh. One more. Ah, you suck. Alright, so back to this fight. Ooh, it's not going so well for Portugal and the Moors. And the cav over here, they're fighting. Maybe he's trying to take out the general for the Byzantine Empire. And I don't see the general. Oh, here he is. They could take out the general here. They can take him out. Oh, they do. That's going to be huge. That's really going to help them out there. Finally the English knights show up. Trebuchet in the back there getting a good shot. There we go. Wonderful. About time. They could just run over all these troops right here. Yeah, retreat your forces. Let the cav do all the work. Oh, nice. Oh, best volley yet. But they're losing a lot of troops down here. They're taking a lot of hits. Boom. Man, I love battles like these, man. Battles like these are just wonderful. But the cav is just mowing over these troops like if they were a lawnmower cutting grass. Just keep up those cycle charges and you will just slaughter them. Come on, England. Keep up the cycle charges. Don't give up. You will break all these Norse archers. Pretty soon, this trebuchet is going to run out of ammo. But the French, I think, are the healthiest army from this side. So, who knows? Oh! General's bodyguard. They're still alive, but their general is dead. Oh, a cav charge right into the Norse archers. There we go. See, look at that bloodshed right there. Look at that. And now they're going ham. But this is not good over here. Venice, with very depleted units, are breaking through the Portuguese. Come on. English knights. Let's see. See, if only the English knights were a little bit quicker with their charges, I think they could have done a lot more damage here. But I like the fact that the Byzantine Empire and Venice and Denmark, they're all kind of just trying to group around, like maneuver around their defenses here. Because that's the biggest con for using the terrain in your favor, is that you can easily be outflanked. And that's what they're doing over here. Oh, the mortar. The mortar is releasing hell. Release hell on the enemy. Alright, guys. I think what I'm going to do here is just do a little fast forward. I'm not going to cut it, but I'm just going to fast forward a little bit because this is just a really long skirmish. We do have a cav charge, though. Oh, sorry, guys. Right into those crossbowmen. Venice, they're going to try to protect them with their few mailed knights. Man, the boys in purple really focusing over here. I think they're going to strike on this side. And the French are just going to focus down the center here because they have the healthiest army. But a lot of people... Oh, there goes... Is that the Venetian general? It is the Venetian general. He is down. Why would... Oh, see, that's why having a general in an infantry unit is not that great. Because they can easily be cut down by cav. And these English knights are doing the best they can here. But they are getting very, very banged up. Very depleted. So this is going to come down to like a final charge. The more the armies here wait, the Byzantine side, the worse it's going to be. Because they're just taking volley after volley after volley. They're losing the skirmishing fight because they do not have the terrain. So let's continue the fast forward here. I'm just going to slow it down once the infantry start to charge forward here. Because this is a pretty long battle. Let's see. So yeah, this is just a continuous skirmish phase here. France is pushing up his sergeants. And then Portugal, he's going to charge in his infantry here. So France, yeah, I expected that. They were going to break instantly. I think he's just trying to silence the crossbows and whatnot. And now he's charging in the infantry. Very, very nice. So pretty well timed there. Byzantine Empire, oh, watch out. Oh, they didn't put their lances down. English knights trying to get some kills there. And, oh wow, he's even moving the trebuchet. So yeah, that's going to take a while. Denmark really depleted. Venice really depleted. And now this battle is becoming more and more even. If the French can get a good charge here and just break through their lines, that's their best bet. But he's going in. He's going in hard. Let's see. Keep up the volley. Little flanking fire by the Desert Archers on the Byzantine boys. These Byzantine Guard Archers are pretty nasty. They're really good at what they do, so you got to be careful here. We still... Oh, man. Why didn't he commit these English Knights? Oh, man. I think he missed an opportunity there, but the French are charging forward. They're warmed up, ready to go, breaking through these longbowmen. Longbowmen, a pretty good unit, especially in the high period. They're not too expensive. And now the infantry is prepared to hold. The Welsh spearmen ready to hold their ground against the French. Here we go. The French are charging into those armored swordsmen. And then over here, the French are retreating. Or actually, no, the French are charging in. Excuse me. The French archers. They should do all right in melee. Welsh spearmen holding their ground. It's hard to tell what's going on. The Flemish pikemen look like the Welsh spearmen a little bit. But here's a bird's eye view. And in England over here, he's got his English knights holding the ground against these French archers. Portugal trying to keep them back. So this is a battle of two fronts right now. Let's see who is winning this. It looks like French are just powering. They're just using brute force. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, just classic rivals here. French versus English forces. Who will win? It's tough to say. But look at the pikes. Look at them go. Well done with the pikes. Good use of the pikes. That is just nasty. And then the French archers, they're looking at defeat here. So this is a really close battle. Oh, good charge into the Byzantine infantry and the lancers, and they break instantly. Got some swordsman militia here. Some crossbows. So what's left over here? Oh man, both armies are just running out of troops. Both sides, I mean. The French archers trying to do their best here, but they're no match to the Portuguese knights and the English knights. They can only do so much. But France over here is doing pretty well. Look, we got Venice, Venetian cav, the general's bodyguard. Oh, we have the general. Okay, so that was Denmark's general. I'm sorry, not the Venetian general. Early on, when I said the Venetian general died, they look very similar, so can you blame me? All right, massive break, though. Massive break. Let's see if the French can kind of rally up here and hold his ground. It's so close. It's so even at this point. Venice killing the flanks here of the English. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, we got the trebuchet throwing their cow meat. And we got a very healthy unit of English knights. They can turn this around. Looks like he's going to try to run down those archers over there. I would just turn them around and do some hammer and anvil on the French. There's some Portuguese knights joining the battle. It's coming down to such few troops. We have a mid-defeat by somebody. Probably Scotland. Maybe. I don't know. I do not know. There's just pockets of fighting everywhere. Just everywhere. The Moors sending in some urban militia. Swordsman militia joining the fight. Oh, we got a healthy unit of English knights just standing here. They are regrouping. They're coming together. And they are turning this battle around. The French are having a lot of... they're having a hard time breaking through here. And there's the Venetian general. That is huge. That is huge right there. The more generals they can kill, the better they're gonna be. And there we go. There goes the hammer and anvil from the English knights. That's really going to hurt the morale of these troops over here. Oh, not going to be good. This might be the nail in the coffin right here for the French. Got a lot of reserves over here, not even joining the fight. It's hard to tell what's going on because France and Portugal, they look so similar. There we go. Oh, brutal flanking charge there. Come on, get more hammer and anvil. Don't worry about those archers. Just hammer and anvil. End this battle. Coming down to a small pocket of troops fighting each other. This was such a close battle. But I think it's safe to say that the French side, the Byzantine French side, is going to lose here. Just because it all comes down to Cav in England. He kept his Cav alive. And now he can just run around and just cause havoc. Same thing with the Moors. They've got their general's bodyguard running around. So I think that's the battle, guys. This is the end. This is it right here. The French, they're just going to be surrounded and they're going to break. Here we go. The final charge. Oh, no, they're still holding on. Very, very brave French over here, which is very, very true to their history. French military history, one of the finest in all of the world. Oh, and there's the breaking. About time. I'm really surprised by their... But there we go. Oh, and the general dies with his men right at the end. And that's it, guys. That is the battle. I hope you enjoyed this battle. This is the kind of battle that just makes me love Medieval 2 Total War. There's just nothing like it. I mean, we had fighting over here. We had fighting over here. It's just, look at, there's dead troops all over the place. It is ridiculous. Dead troops over. Look at this. It was all over the battlefield, and that's what I love. So thank you to, I forgot the person who sent it in, but we will soon find out. We're just going to fast forward because it looks like someone doesn't want to quit here. Yeah, someone doesn't want to admit defeat. I hate when that happens. There we go. All right, so this was sent in by CJM81499. Thank you so much for the battle replay. It was awesome. It was epic. So here's the end results. Portugal doing really, really good, saving the day for his side. The Moors doing pretty well. So, I mean, everyone did pretty well here. Byzantine Empire kind of suffered there a little bit, but if we look at the results for England, wait, well, hold on. Yeah, England, that's right. He sent it in. Let's see, he got 120 kills with his English Knights. That's what I'm talking about, saving the day. I think that's his best unit right there. Very cool. So I hope you enjoyed this battle, guys. It was a lot of fun, and I'll see you next time.